Adam, and this Sicky Me Productions bring you the trailer review. And this video we'll be looking at the first teaser for HBO's original new series, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Yes, it's taken from the actor's first book of the famous Harry Potter series by author J.K. Rowling, who is in recent years have become a very controversial figure. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to skirt around the issues. This series is definitely going to be a lightning rod of discussion before and during its release. This is coming it's pretty much a big year for HBO in general for 2026. After releasing prior to this trailer, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and they have the third season of House of the Dragon coming up very soon. And they released a trailer for Lanterns, which is the DC Studio show that's being in the same universe as Gun's Superman. That first trailer was met with some very mixed results, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing with this Harry Potter trailer going forward. I'm going to say that from what I'm seeing this trailer, visually, aside from the 90s period piece aesthetic and the darker hue that's going around with the visuals, on a production standpoint, not really much is different from what Christopher Columbus did with the earlier films. The series is about to be released around the 25th anniversary of the Philosopher's Stone's first film adaptation, and about 15 years after Deathly Hallows Part 2 was released. So more than a decade and more than 2 decades, depending on where you're dropping off point from the last adaptation of the film series. This one being starting all over, telling Harry Potter's story, what HBO plans to do from start to finish again, as they attempt to be more faithful to the books, adapting material that they claim have not been adapted before from the films. I would say the obvious out of the room, the only reason why HBO is even doing this series is because Warner Brothers in general, even though they're facing yet another studio transition, they're coming up with some major debts, and they need guaranteed safe money at this point, which is kind of weird given the fact that 2025 was actually one of the more riskier years and very fruitful years of them taking a chance on more different material. This series could have, a Harry Potter or Wizarding World type TV series could have been done in various different types of directions. It could have been a prequel series like Marauders. It could have been a limited series of something else, either explore not just Hogwarts, but how about a series dedicated to one of the other wizarding schools. There should have been a very different way in which they could have tackled the Wizarding World, is what I'm saying. I'll want to discuss more on how we would adapt or any type of direction that's not telling the stories of the books from yet again in a future franchise deconstruction video. But from what I'm seeing here, at least from the trailer, aside from what I just said about the visuals, this trailer could have easily benefited from actually to highlight something that was not adapted from the books, that was from the previous adaptation. They said, they definitely promised us when it was released that Peeves, the poltergeist, will be appearing. We're getting another professor that was not discussed, and something that they're highlighting, that they're teasing, is most likely other Quidditch matches that have been shown and from that was not adapted in that first book and from the first film. What this trailer does lack overall, I'll say, is a sense of magic or anything fantastical, actually, or just very weird, because it's such a subdued and very introduction to Harry Potter himself. We already know the world, we're all recognizable. My guess, the only reason they have it is because this series is still under in very deep post production, but so which is kind of unfortunate that you can't show nothing that was already that's not been shown before if you have only been a viewer of the films. Something that's very similar to Lanterns, which that was a problem with that one, a lack of green or anything special effects superhero related, because that trailer looked way too more grounded and taking the True Detectives approach too seriously. Like, this trailer gives you a better idea of what to expect with, of course, the title character, Harry Potter, that young actor who's playing him. And like I'll say that he is showing what, like, some of the nuance of what that character has to go through before, and looks like what he's going to be experiencing in Hogwarts. I do sense a very wide range of emotions that this actor is already conveying, at least from this trailer. Still, like, and also like very personable reaction to what we expect from the young actors playing Ron. These actors are going to be like, are going to have deal with the unfortunate onslaught of what to expect in social media. So I'm not going to like talk too much about them. Even from the standpoint, we don't even have a good idea of what to expect with the adult characters of Snape, Dumbledore, Professor McGonagall. I really like the actress who plays Professor McGonagall. I think that's like the slam dunk casting. Still, like, up in the air with John Lithgow is where this trailer, of course, it's a teaser, but it should have shown some sense of magic. Even for talking to Harry, talking to Snake at the zoo would have been a suffice. This show is going to be pulled through the ringer, as I already addressed. So a lot is going to be said, is what I'm going to say. HBO is going to be navigating some very tricky waters ever since they decided to go on with adapting so many popular IPs. And for that Christmas release date that is expected, they are definitely going after Disney Plus with the Percy Jackson adaptation. So it's going to be a fight yet again of the young adult franchises. So yeah, that's how I feel about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and this first teaser look. My name is Adam, and this has been a Sticky Me Productions. What is your opinions on this? Please be kind in the comments. Please be cordial in how we approach this. If you plan on watching this, what do you think about this? The whole issues that's going around this. Or if you're not planning to watch this, that's okay. Let's see, like, there's other things. Luckily enough, in this era of TV, there's plenty of other stuff to watch. Or if you do plan on watching this and you're still trying to like stick it to the powers that be, I'm pretty sure this show is going to share a similar fate like Game of Thrones, as many people watch this as through the high seas. It's going to be a very tumultuous ride indeed. And also just discuss this further in our social media outlets of Threads, Instagram, and Letterboxd for all things that we noticeably post on this channel. Again, my name is Adam, and this has been a Sticky Me Productions.